Hi everybody, welcome to Project Beauty, where we talk about project panning and everything beauty related. My name is Jen. I'm going to be joining in on the new project, like the pan project that's coming in, and it's called This is Pantasy. And I found it yesterday actually, which is October 10th, on the Fantastic Ladies page on Facebook. And I don't normally scroll through there that often just because life has been so chaotic for me lately. And so I decided to just go through there, and I noticed the This is Pantasy creation that came up with, I guess her name is Alyshia or Ali. It is in brackets Ali, so I figure maybe that's what she likes to go by. And so I wanted to join in on this. I actually really want to join in a few more long-term rolling projects, which this is. It's a rolling style project. And if you're not already following the Fantastic Ladies page on Facebook, I highly recommend that you go check it out if you are interested in project panning. There is a lot of amazing content on there and really, really great people and very supportive community. And it's a good way to post your updates or your intros and get people sort of like into your page and everything. So I feel like it's just all around a really great idea to join. Not to mention that the community is pretty much the best community I could think of for the makeup genre. They're really supportive people and just all around really great to watch. I enjoy watching so many projects, and I thought I've been doing a lot of Shop My Stash. But I just haven't been really focusing in on a lot of my projects in my collection. And I think for 2022 and actually starting in October, what I would like to do is basically go through my collection and focus on using my collection and getting use of all of the items and not just trying to pan everything, because otherwise I'm just using one thing for super long term. Most of my stuff looks pretty much new, and I usually am the type of person that will go through, say for example a Fix Plus, I will use one up until it's completed and then I'll open another one. So I thought I would join This is Pantasy and start my project use up kind of like as of right now. It's just so that my makeup collection starts to look a little bit more loved instead of just everything like sitting there and not being used. So I'm going to select 7 prompts. I believe you can select as many as you like. It doesn't really have anything on there that says, you know, 1 to 10 or 1 to 20, whatever. It just says choose how many prompts you want. And then of course you decide how many uses or whatever that you want to do when you do your selection. So I went and added all of the prompts into a spin the wheel. So that's an app that I just downloaded yesterday. And what I'm going to do is select 7 prompts, and I'm going to also just like kind of choose the products as we go. And I'm going to try and do it relatively quickly without editing. So if you guys are familiar with my channel, I try not to edit as much because I don't really have the time to do that. And yesterday I did a really dramatic Halloween look, and today my face is paying for it, so that's why I'm not on screen. But for the next update, which is every 2 months, is going to be updates, so you'll have 6 updates, and it ends of course on October 11th of 2022 and starts on October 11th of 2021. So I'm going to go ahead and select 7 prompts. So the first one, the first one is Dragon, and that one is a large product. So I will go back and, actually, no, maybe I'll just select them as we go. So for the Dragon, I need a large product. I'm actually already technically working on a large bronzer, which is the one that I would actually choose. But I think what I'll do is I'm going to go for the size of the actual, like the physical palette of this. And this is a Too Faced Little Black Book of Bronzers. It's something that I've always wanted to pan, but I feel like if I just focus on this, it's going to get boring for me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to select this because it's big for me. This is like quite large, but it's got quite a few different bronzers in here. So I'm going to use this 15 times. So that is the goal on this one. I'm just going to write that down. Too Faced bronzer and then 15. Excellent. So there's my first one. The next one is okay, so it's the same one. So obviously I'm not going to select the same one, which is really strange. So this one's called Giant, and it says product loved before it became big in the beauty community. I don't really believe that I honestly have anything that's like that in my collection. I really truly don't. I really just kind of like a bunch of different things, and I don't even really know what is major huge, if I'm being honest. Yeah, I can't really think of anything off the top of my head, but something that I loved before it was big. I don't know. I think what I'm going to do is just throw this little bronzer in. This is the Tarte bronzer from, or it's the Tarte bronzer, and it's a breezy one called, sorry, I'm getting that totally mixed up. Tarte Breezy Cream Bronzer in the shade Seychelles. And I've already panned it to hit pan on it, but I would like to physically complete this. I know I said I wasn't going to do that. So what I'm going to do is shoot for another maybe 5 uses on this, just to get a little bit more loved. And then, yeah, I think that's what I'll do for Giant. Then I'm not, you know, putting too much on myself. So we'll go Tarte Seychelles. All right, 5 times. Excellent. So the next one is Mermaid. And that says a product from a woman-owned company. This one is relatively easy for me. I'm going to actually choose something from Shine by SD. I was also going to select something from Makeup a Murder, but I think I want to do this Shine by SD one because it's really, really beautiful. I just have to get my little compact. So I'm working on a Franken product in another project, so let's just move this out of the way and we can take a look at my Shine by SD items. All of these are absolutely beautiful, but I did realize that I ordered 2 of the same eyeshadow, and I think I'm just going to go ahead and work on one of them. And I'm going to work on this one because it has a dent in it on the side of the pan. It's called No Limit, and it's from their Dynasty collection. And I'll just swatch it for you. It's so beautiful. It's just so absolutely gorgeous. I hope you guys can see that. So that's the one I will use for Mermaid. So Shine by SD No Limit. And I'm going to go, I'll go 10 times for that one. And the next item is Chimera, and it is a Franken product. I'm actually really happy that I made a Franken product just before I started this, because I don't have very many Franken products at all in my collection, but I literally just made this Franken product out of a little bit of blue, a little bit of like a shimmery kind of cream shade or like a light beige, and then also a little bit of like a goldish green shade, so it has a bit of different colors throughout it. I don't know how well you'll be able to see that, but it's really beautiful. I just can't swatch it yet because I don't, maybe I can. Maybe let's see. I just made it, so it's a little bit wet. You're not really going to be able to see it that well, I don't think, but it just looks like this. Can you see that there? So that's the one I'll be working on, and I'll just, I'll use this one for, let's go 5 uses as well. All right, so I'll add that into this and I will hit the spin. The next one again says Giant, so I'm going to spin again. I got like 40 prompts here almost, and they keep doing the same one over and over again. It's ridiculous. Okay, we have Goblin. So this one says a product that gives you trouble. So I'll just write down trouble product, and I don't really have, you know what I do? I do have a palette that gives me some trouble, and it was in my Shop My Stash, but I'm going to pull it into this. This is the Perception palette from Midas Cosmetics and the Basic Bee. And it's really absolutely stunning. When you're looking at the palette, it's basically like everything I would want in a palette. Like, it's just got so much color, so much impact. There's shiny shades, there's matte shades, there's a white and a black, so you can change up the color to whatever depth or lightness you want. You have like neon shades, everything. There's neutral. So this is really a well-rounded palette. However, it has very little pigment, and it takes so much effort to get this to work. I only tried it a couple times, but I really want to put some more effort into this, so I'm going to put this down for 10 times. So let's do perception. And yeah, what did I say? 10 times. All right. And we have Phoenix, which is a repressed or a depotted. Okay. And I think I'm going to shoot for depotted because I don't really have a lot of things that are repressed, and whatever I do have is already in another project. So I'm actually going to go for an eyeshadow single. I'm putting a shit ton of eyeshadows. I'm sorry if you guys don't like swearing, but I do sometimes swear here. I'm going to be using a lot of eyeshadows in so many of my upcoming projects because I really want to get so much love out of my collection and see what I really like and what I don't like, so I know for future buying. But all of these ones right here on the side here, these are all my Buxom eyeshadows, and those were depotted. I also have a ton of MAC ones, which I would absolutely love to use, but I think I'm going to shoot for one of these. I think I'm definitely going to shoot for this one right here. It's called Spoiled Sexy. I cut the thing off the back of the product before I depotted it, but it just looks like that. It's kind of like a neutral, like kind of dirty rose kind of color. So I'm going to put that in here, and I'm going to try and use it with, I hope you can see this here, this other product from my other project pan, so at least I can get some like use out of these items. And that was, let's see, Spoiled Sexy eyeshadow, and I'm going to use that one 15 times. That's a little bit more of a goal, but I'm okay with that because it's just a single shadow that I can use with multiple other items. And last but not least, we have Witch or Wizard. So let's do Witch, Wizard. And this is going to be a magic themed, I don't even know what that means. I'm not trying to be rude when I say that. Honestly, I'm just very confused. I don't really know what would be magic themed in my collection. I have like galaxy themed. I have like kaleidoscope themed. I don't think I have anything very magic-y. You know what? I will just use this because of the name. Magic, I'm going to go with the escape pod because like an escape act, maybe that's like the best thing. I'm like grasping at straws here, but it's the best thing I can come up with like really quickly. So the Kaleidos escape pod, I'm sure you guys are like well familiar with this one, but I think I'm going to go ahead and use this one 5 times. So I think that's everything. I really hope I did that last part justice because honestly, it's hard to think on your feet kind of thing, like especially when you want to make a really good project for people to watch. But I truly think that throwing in so many eyeshadows or different products in a project pan like this and kind of putting usage goals on it that are relatively like achievable, I think that's going to do me well, and I think that's going to do the project well. So I'm just going to show you guys a little bit of what I have here. I don't foresee getting like crazy amounts of pan, but I think I could do okay with this. So here's those, and then we have the Escape Pod, the Midas Perception, and the little black book of bronzers. This is a lot of different things, honestly. And it doesn't seem like a lot, but 3 of the items are in here alone. But yeah, I'm really excited about this. This one especially over here. I've had this for so many dang years and I haven't even used it. And I really need to get some use and some love on this one. I've seen Paula wanting to try to pull hers in for this shade. And I love the fact that she has a leopard print cardigan that she tries to wear to get this rolled in. I think that's such a fantastic idea. But I just needed to straight up roll this in without trying to wait for a prompt because this was just getting far too old. And you can tell I've barely used it. Like you can see a swatch here, and maybe this and this. And that's pretty much it. I don't think I've swatched anything else or used anything else. So this thing is like almost brand new. And these bronzers are really good. They are actually really, really good. And I would really like to play with them, especially the more luminizing ones. And then if I feel like something is not usable, maybe once I'm done using the ones that I like, I can get rid of it. Because I've had this for far too long. It is very hard to store. And I'm losing interest because I just haven't used it. So hey, maybe I might love it after I physically try it. So I'm really excited about that one. I really low-key wanted to completely pan this, but my goal again is to get use out of things. And I think that is going to work out very well. So again, thank you guys so much for watching. Again, if you're interested in this app, this is called, what is it called? I don't even remember what it's called. It's called Spin the Wheel, Random Picker. So I hope that helps you guys out, and thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you're interested. I would love to have you here. Leave your comment down below, or even your intro or anything if you're doing this project as well. Let me know if you're a project panner. I would love to check you out, and I will talk to you again later. Bye, everybody.